had any problems with porch pirates, but I know they're out there. I'm sure they see something like inverter welder, they're gonna go for it. So this is a 120 and 240 machine. Some funky little wire brush. Air filter regulator. Looks like a regulator, yeah. Air filter regulator. I've got another, well, I'll probably use this anyways, but I have a dryer, air dryer and filter that I'll probably put in line with this. But this, since this is the regulator for the setting on the machine, I'll go ahead and use this. Figure out how this goes on. We'll get to that. Pressure gauge, a couple of hose barbs, no clamps yet. That might be a little not an issue. We'll always get a clamp, but they kind of cheap out on that. It looks like when they painted this, the paint is all in the threads too, so it's kind of chewy. But we'll get some thread sealant on there, shouldn't be a problem. All metric, so I don't know what 9.9 kilograms per centimeter squared means. Something with pressure. There are the hose clamps, so they didn't cheap out there. There's hose clamps, there's the cup. Hell, they even sent in some thread sealant, Allen wrench, nozzles, some of the consumables. Piece of plastic, user's manual. Let's take a look at that. Maybe. No idea. There's our ground clamp with our ends connector. Pretty light spring action on that, but all you gotta do is get the ground, so not too bad. So that's a 115, 110, 120 plug, whatever you want to call it here, standard American household. And then that's kind of cool, they actually send you the hose, the cord adapter with it. I plan on using 220 on this anyways, so I'll have to get another plug. I don't have that size plug for the house, or at least for my 220 outlet here in the garage. Extra piece of molding. UL, US, I suppose. Looks like UL listed. .12 gauge, 3C, 300 volt. Cord. Pretty short, but not too bad. Clue what the hell that is. Oh, I know what this is. This is going to be the big face mask. yeah, that's what that's going to be. I saw this on somewhere. Hold the face mask up like so. That's going in the trash. Save some money. Don't worry sending that. Buy some cheap sunglasses or something. Or buy some good sunglasses. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Small machine, not unlike the other one I had, a 40 amp. But they're small. No dents or dings. It's got a smell to it, that's for sure. Doesn't seem to be anything rattling around in there, which is good. Breathe out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open this up just because it looks, there's some interesting stuff in there. It's very different than the previous one. Here's the torch. You can't see the torch, can you? All right. Here's the torch. Spacer for the torch. Okay, trying to get it in the frame. Yeah, it matches my shirt pretty good. Looks like it's been fired, just maybe to test it. Maybe they are testing it at the factory. I mean, it seems fine to me. Alright with that. To me, it's not necessarily about, I mean, it feels fine in the hand, but it's more about how it works. So, a little different torch setup than the other guy. It's a ceramic cup. Big beefy O-ring on there. Nice and tight. Strainer leaf, some swivel in that. Everything's kind of wrapped in this hose. Little shroud there. So. Imagine all the current going through this little tiny wire. That's all there is to it. Which I guess technically the current runs through the ground, which is why it's much more rigid or much higher gauge. Yeah. Pretty beefy, beefy ground clamp. Not very long, but again, it's so portable. As long as you got enough cord for get there, you're going to be close enough. Let me figure out this. System for the regulator. Alright, move you guys around a little bit. Hopefully you got a little better framing on there. A couple screws to hold this fella in. Mounts right there. Washers on that thing, but looks like it's gonna be alright. Right in front of the fan, which seems like we could probably have it in a better place, kind of keep it from blocking the airflow, but yeah. I don't know if this fan is pushing or pulling from there. It seems to me it'd probably be better if it were pushing out, drawing the air in this way. One of the things I think caused my other plasma cutter to blow up was dust. Metal dust, especially getting drawn in there. I moved it around one day and boom, it just lost it from that point. Something arced and sparked in there, blew a bunch of components, and that was all she wrote. Kind of interesting, they give you hose barbs, but no fitting to connect to your air hose, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Quick little tip, Teflon tape, if you don't know, want to put it on in the direction that you're going to be tightening the fitting. If you put it on backwards and you go to tighten this fitting, it's going to start pulling it off of the fitting, where if you put it in with the direction of tightening or against the direction of tightening, it will continue to tighten in and seal the threads. The way I do it, I hold the tape in my left hand, the fitting in the right, put it on that, and then just wrap it, a few wraps. You still see the threads, but they're getting a little shallower, and snap it on. Go to thread it in, the tape is being tightened against the mating surfaces there. fact that it's just air, no big deal. If it leaks, I mean, you have a little bit of air blowing around, not gonna cause any major problems. And you can always avoid having to use tape and know which way to put it on. Just use some pipe dope. Pipe dope works just as well sometimes as tape. It's a little messier, but there's definitely some very cheaply made hose clamps. Hopefully, it seems to be pretty tight. So. Be all right with that. Looking at the gauge, it's metric, so it's not even a pressure gauge. It doesn't tell you. I think it's measuring in bars rather than pounds per square inch. I doubt it's a flow meter. Megapascals. Something a little different, don't see around here very often, but this machine, just turn the air up higher and higher until you get the hole that you want. That should do. Now I got to figure out what to do about this this fitting. I think it's looks like quarter inch. I'll have to see what I have that'll fit my air compressor hose. Going on in a small package, but let's see if I can get a fitting for that'll fit my air compressor, and then get that, maybe give it a shot at least on the 115 line, since I don't have a plug for that at the moment. I'll be back. All right, I've taped that. I actually used some thread sealant, pipe dope, little Teflon. Let's see if it still leaks. Sounds good. I can get that to stop leaking. Come on. Okay, other than the hose leaking here, everything is now sealed up tight. Quick tip, if you get this guy, take the tape that they send you and chunk it in the garbage. It is the thinnest, cheapest tape that I've ever seen. I can see my hand through it. I use some New Monster thread sealant. This stuff is pretty awesome. It's thick. I like it. Works very well. And you can always go with the thread sealant, pipe dope, whatever you want to call it. Alright guys, well today is tomorrow. Dinner has been cooked and served and eaten, and I had time to get some of the parts that I needed. Made up the new plug for the 220. Got another fitting on here. The air is on, full pressure, no leaks, so that's good. Got it plugged in, gonna turn it on, and then I've got a piece of 3/16 plate steel over here that I'm gonna turn the camera around, and we're gonna blow a few holes through it, see how this thing works, and then that'll be the end of this video. And then in another video, I'm gonna take the cover off this thing and see what we've got in here. I'm curious to see how this one compares to the HF brand, the Harbor Freight $600 and something plasma cutter. So, plugged in, ready to go. Let's fire it on. Fire's on. It's reading 19.5 amps. Dial. Up to 50.4. That's a very weird dial. It goes 50 to 47, then to 43, and 39, 35. So it goes by 3, then 4, 4, 4, and then 3 on there. At the low end, it reads on the dial says 20. On the LCD there, it says 19.5, but 3/16 plate steel. I think we'll turn it all the way up and give it a rip. I'm gonna turn the camera around now, grab my glasses, and we'll see if we can cut a few pieces off this thing. All right, the compressor is shut off again. Let's give this another go. It's just a piece of what is this? It's 440C stainless. It's just, I'm using it as a guide. I'm gonna make a quick little cut right there, 3/16 steel, see how it works. Okay, I mean it's cutting and it's getting better. I may have to do a little fiddling around with it and kind of figure out a setting or something that I may have off. First go around with it. This here's a little piece of aluminum, about an 1/8 inch, about an 1/8 inch thick. I'm just gonna see how it cuts. If it cuts, it should cut it, but just kind of curious more than anything. That worked really well. Hot. That's a nice clean cut. It's pretty blown out on the side, on the bottom, but this is it's a workable cut, I'll put it that way. I already touch it now, so. There's the cut. You can see, really clean on this side. It took all of a few seconds. Again, it's pretty thin, but I'm going to try this piece again, and I want to see if I can cut off a piece and it not still be on there. I want it to fall off when I'm done. So I'm going to give this one more go around. Okay. A little warm, not too bad. Again, it's going to be hot right up there at the cut. Not all that happy with that, but I think probably just bang that off. It should, more likely it's just kind of some slag, maybe not. Again, I'll have to play around with the air pressure and the settings on it. But it's working. So $279, sure beats $600. And if they both work, that's great. Again, this had a lot of pretty positive reviews. So I think, I'm not sure what was going on, why it wasn't arcing off first, but when I took the nozzle apart, there was a little oil in there, I guess. It seemed like moisture or something, and it started working a little better after that. I'll keep fiddling around with it, and I'll post another video down the road, showing me using it and seeing it, how well it holds up. If you got any comments, any questions, please leave them down below. Again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe and like if you like the video. Thanks for watching.